Those stories coming up. It's the white-collar crime that's costing Australians an estimated $5 billion a year. Identity fraud, and all too often unsuspecting victims don't find out until it's too late. But there are ways to protect yourself. Chris Allen explains.
Mate, I don't know how I lost it. All I know is someone got these details off that and racked up 100 grand odd within a week.
2 days after Rod Graham let a shop photocopy his driver's licence, the details were sold to a crim who used Rod's identity to spend $100,000.
Anyone, you've joined a video store, you've joined a bank, you're in all those sort of things, I guarantee they've all got a photocopy of your driver's licence. It can happen to you overnight and you wouldn't even know.
Using my identity, somebody else spent $500,000.
Michael Slape is another victim of the fastest growing crime in the world.
He diverted my mail and he developed a folio of points of identification, and then he went and got a licence with my picture and with his picture and my details, and from there it was so simple.
I made a licence with the name Michael Slape, his licence number and all his details, but with my face.
This is the fraudster who stole Michael Slape's identity.
Oh, well, the way I did it was mail. I went through mail. It usually only take me about 3 to 4 weeks, and I've got a full profile of their life, everything. I know what their kids' names are and how long they've been married, you know, everything.
This is just an example of some of the stuff they had in his possession from second time round that he had taken from an apartment block mailbox. Utility bills, bank statements, contracts.
Rod Mills is a cop from Victoria's fraud squad. He's put this fraudster away twice and says the only reason they found him was when police searched his car after a domestic dispute.
It was like Aladdin's cave. It had all these other people's credit cards and identities and all that sort of stuff. That's how the investigation started.
He was so skilled he managed to produce all sorts of ID in other people's names. The second time he was caught, he used his prison mugshot on a driver's licence.
What he did is he built quite detailed packages, and I'm led to believe by the police that he had these identity packages ready to be distributed around the world.
Forget break and enters, the biggest crime in the world today is identity theft. And apart from unscrupulous businesses selling on your details, thieves can find all they need to know about you from your letterbox or even your garbage.
If you throw out an envelope that has a particular bank detail on the envelope, immediately you know where that person banks.
Private Detective Warren Mallard says most of us are sitting ducks.
I think most people are fairly blasé about their mail. They don't lock their letterboxes in a lot of cases. In other cases, you can put a whole hand in through the front slot of the letterbox and take out whatever you want.
But the experts say even locking your letterbox isn't enough. So what can you do to protect yourself?
Don't let anyone photocopy your driver's licence. If anyone wants a copy, say you viewed the details that are correct and walk away from it. Don't let them photocopy it. Never let it leave your hand.
Check your statements, make sure that what you've bought is what you've bought.
We have a service that's called My Credit Alert.
For $30 a year, Erica Hughes from Credit Reference Association Vida Advantage says they'll monitor your credit file.
We will actually notify you every time a change is made to your credit history file. So that way, if you do have your wallet stolen and someone has applied for a credit card in your name, we'll let you know.
While most victims of identity fraud don't have to pay back the money that's been stolen, they all say it takes years of wrangling to clear their name. What's worse, the punishment never seems to fit the crime. Police only caught up with the man who stole Rod Graham's identity after he was stabbed in a brawl. And even though he copped 40 charges, in the end, all he got was 4 months jail.
You can hold up a service station and get a few $100s and do 12 months jail, or you could just get $100,000 and get 4 months. So if you're going to be a criminal, it seems to be encouraged to, mate, there's a lot more money to be made in identity theft.
Yeah, I was hounded by debt collectors day and night. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do anything, and my phone was just full of them hounding me.
While Michael Slape felt like he was the one being punished, the real criminal never seemed to learn.
The fella got a couple of years jail and he was out in a year and he was at it within 3 weeks again. I mean, it was nothing even, you know, I worked it out, he was, you know, it was over $600 an hour for his time in jail.
Chris Allen reporting, and if you've been the victim of identity theft, we want to know about it. Send us an email or give us a call.